Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously. Peace.
Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Casso Visions. Capture your visions. Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Casso Visions. Capture your visions.
Peace, 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 hotep. Shalom, assalamu alaikum. Good evening, what's good, what's popping, what it do, what it be. Alright? Whatever greeting you go by, and I'm sure there's a certain greeting that y'all give one another, whatever school of thought you from. When I say school of thought, whatever vibration or frequency you operating on, yeah, you, your crew, your people, your friends, your family, yeah. Some of y'all might just say, good evening, or what's happening, or whatever. But alright, this is Professor Griff, and I'm right here on Sirius Mindz. This is Professor Griff, and we got a few things that we're going to talk about tonight. So greetings, family. Greetings to the Sirius Mindz family. Alright, what's good, Alex Little? Alright, Mr. Hassan Burton. Alright, who else up in the building? Alright, Double B, of course, Mr. Brandell Bowen. Alright, so from the outstart, I want to thank Quan S for holding it down, definitely, and of course my man Shane, Thug Life, Willie Whispers, Shakur. There's going to be a few more other things we're going to have to add to that before the day is over. Right? Yeah, I don't know if I can add death row. I don't want to speak nothing negative into existence, bro. You might end up on death row, not the record company. Anyway, so shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. We're going to wait for this thing to populate for a few minutes. But I want to thank everybody. By show of hands, how many people received my email today? Shane didn't even check it, so I'm going to give him a few minutes right now to check his email. He ain't even checked the daggone email. I spend my hard-earned time sending emails out, and the bro don't even check it. I'm like, dang, bro. You help a brother out? Dang. Quan S, what's good with you? Damn, that's ugly. Hold on, why did it do that? Because this is wrapped around here some kind of way. Alright, got it. Alright, we're here on YouTube, www.youtube.com/Sirius Mindz RNTV. Alright, Alex, you got the email. Who else? Brandell, you got the email. Mr. Bowen, Double B, sir. Alright, who else? Alright, Quan, I'm sure you got it. Who else got the email? Did y'all check your emails? Can y'all check the email from Sirius Mindz? One from Enemy Minds and one from Sirius Mindz? Can y'all do that? The brother sent the email out to everybody. Vicky G, did you get that email? Vicky, check your email, sis. You killing me. Look in your spam. Alright. Check your email. The email was about the class tomorrow. Alright? The emergency survival preparedness class. Alright? I sent a thank you out to all of the all of the dedicated Sirius Mindz family. All right, then a personal one. Then I sent one out for the update for the class tomorrow. All right. So far, we have 12 people in the class, and we're looking for 24, and we got 13. Someone else signed up after I sent the email out. So we got 13, and we're looking for 11 more people to sign up for the class. If that don't happen by the time I get off here, we got to reschedule the class, and we got to push it back. I sent the message out to at least 250 people today. All right? Thank you, Quan. If you'd like to participate in the emergency preparedness class, you can go right to www.paypal.me/ProfessorGriff. You can sign up for $25 of classes tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. If you can't make the class, you'll get the recording. All right? I have to have 11 people by the time this class is over tonight in order to make it happen. All right? Hassan Burton said he'll be in that number. So all I need is 10 more people since I got his word. Now, you know our people. You know people in general. They say they're going to do it, and they don't do it. Or they'll do it at the last minute. No, we got to count the numbers ahead of time. All right? All right. So that's the emergency preparedness class. I had to add survival to that because of some of the things I'm implementing tomorrow. So the class is tomorrow night right here on Sirius Mindz. You got to go on YouTube, though. All right? We're going to actually do it on Zoom. I was thinking about doing the class on YouTube, just kind of keep it private and only send the link out to the people that sign up for the class. All right? So now, I'm number 13. Sorry, I forgot until today. Need to know. So need to know is signed up. We need 9. See, I did this before though and didn't get the number. So y'all got to do it on PayPal so I have a record of who signed up so I can send y'all the information. All right. Anyway, all right. So now, if you have developed yourself to the point where you're given a decent greeting, and you're the only one that can determine what a decent greeting is. All right. I can't determine that for y'all. Y'all got to determine that for yourself. All right. And we have to be real about it. So I don't know how people greet you at your job. What's up? Like, what's up, Nick? You understand what I'm saying? People greet people different ways. I'm just saying. All right. But anyway, a greeting always sets the tone. You understand what I'm saying? For the conversation, for the meeting, for whatever. So I just want to greet everybody. Peace. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight here on Sirius Mindz RNTV. The necklace I'm wearing was a present given to me for my Earth Day, my born day. All right. I did 59 rotations around the sun and black again. So hustle. And her mom, Sandra, gave me this. Thank you very much. See, it's the small things that count, man. All right. It's crystalline quartz. Really appreciate that. Small little crystal. It's just the thought that counts, all right? Thought that counts. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Quan, I know how it go. So need to know, and Hassan Burton said they was coming on. So let's make it happen. All right. Yeah, all right, cool. Shout out to Hustle. All right, this platform is definitely a platform of the people. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about the handcuffed black man that was led down the street on a leash, all right, by cops on horseback. And then we're going to talk about Martin Luther King's niece defending Donald Trump. Is this on code? Is this a violation of the code? All right. And shout out to the sisters in the Sister Cipher that'll be coming on tomorrow. Alex Little, Quan S, Carrie A, whoever else joins the Sister Cipher. We need some other people. The Sister Cipher is not only for the sisters. The sisters are conducting it, all right? But we're going to need the brothers to step up to the Sister Cipher and offer some balance to that. Just to let y'all know, I'm in the studio trying to finish Soleil's album and my album. All right? So we need some other people to step up to the plate on the Sister Cipher on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock. On top of that, on the weekend, if y'all know anybody, or know anyone, pardon me, y'all know anyone that just knows sports, man, can y'all send them my way? Tell them I need somebody on Sirius Mindz that want to do sports over the weekend. Alright? I would say sports and other aspects of entertainment. That's cool. Y'all want to do it that way then? Let's do it that way. Alright? But we need somebody to step up to the plate. Alright? I can't do sports. I'm just not that sports kind of dude. I'm just not sportsy. Whatever y'all call them people. I don't do baseball. I don't do hockey. I can't talk about sports. I can talk about boxing, and that's about far as it's gonna go. I can talk about basketball. I can talk about basketball, but I'm not good at it. I don't know the players like I used to. I don't know who's been traded to what. I don't even know the language, the lingo. I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Don't you hate when the phone corrects your spelling? I don't want y'all to correct my spelling. I'm using slang on purpose. I'm trying to communicate with a segment of the people that y'all probably know absolutely nothing about. Nathan about. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? Oh, for real, Dad. He said, I ain't heard that since the 90s. 90s, you going way back, bro. Anyway, all right, let's dive into this particular subject, but hold on. All right, so if you would like to become one of the beautiful people that support Sirius Mindz, R&T, Sirius Mindz Films, and Sirius Mindz Institute, you can join the class tomorrow night. All right? The class is $25, and it's emergency preparedness survival class. All right, with all the shootings and everything that's taking place in America, we're going to get online and we're going to talk, and we're going to give some instructions. We're going to show some a slide presentation tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So, all right, come prepared. Sign up for the class. Go to www.paypal.me/professorgriff corp. All right. So, if we don't get 10 people by the end of the broadcast later on tonight, we got to push the class back so everyone can be prepared to take the class. We need 24 people, and I believe we got 14 people. 14 people. All right. My email address is siriusmindzinfo@gmail.com. That's siriusmindz info@gmail.com. All right. We want to add you to the list of being the beautiful people. All right. At this time, let me thank Quan S. Let me thank Alex Little. Let me thank Carrie A. And, of course, Shane Shakur up in the building on deck, giving the beautiful look to this particular platform. Really appreciate that. All right. And running things and making things happen, because I can't hold this down by myself. It's going to take a team to do this. All right. Definitely. All right. We're ready on this platform. We're about the business of raising the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking into the thinking of the creator and the co-creator. We're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors and kneeling at the feet of our elders. All right? We need everyone that's watching this on Facebook and IG to come on over to YouTube right here. All right? Because if I ask y'all to donate to the cause, y'all going to be scrambling unless I gave y'all the Cash App, which is $professorgriff. All right? Now, for the people that's signing up for the class, all right, that already signed up for the class for part 2, I'm sending out part 1 to everybody so y'all can understand what part 1 is. And then when we do the class on Tuesday, y'all can dive into the class on Tuesday. All right? But we need everyone to come on over here to youtube.com/ the letter C / Sirius Mindz RNTV. And of course, my email address is siriusmindzinfo@gmail.com. If you would like to place an ad on this platform right here, right now, as we speak, hit me up, 678-557-2919. If you'd like to place an ad on the platform, let me know. Email me at siriusmindzinfo@gmail.com. Can y'all do that? All right, cool. We need everyone to consider. It's just a consideration. Consider supporting independent media by making a donation to Sirius Mindz RNTV, Sirius Mindz Institute, and Sirius Mindz Film. You can hit the Cash app. That's $ Professor Griff and send your donation. Any donation, $2, $5, $200, $1 million, whatever you got. Sure, some of y'all can spare 10 stacks. Don't worry about it. Y'all blow that in a weekend. All right, I'm gonna put it to some good use. All right, go to www.paypal.me/ProfessorGriff or go to my website www.professorgriff.me. All right, or you can stay right here on the super chat. All right, Quan S, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Or you can stay right here on the super chat and donate right here on the super chat. All right, we can make that happen. All right, come on over to YouTube so we can have this conversation, because I'm about to show some clips and some other things that y'all might not be privy to. But come on, make it happen, y'all. Come on. All right. Anyway, each one teach one, as we say in America. The saying used to be each one teach three. All right, because that's the urgency of it. All right, do unto others as you would want others to do unto you. That's the law of karma, which is going to happen whether you believe in it or not. Let's dialogue, let's reason, let's talk right here on Sirius Mindz, RN-TV. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz. Seriously, I want to shout out Khalid El Hakim from the Black History 101 Mobile Museum. All right, and all the people there in Beaver Falls, PA, had a beautiful time. Was in a beautiful space. I hope some of y'all caught the broadcast from there. If y'all didn't, go back and check it out. It's on YouTube right here on Sirius Mindz platform. Then later on that night, I was with the Last Poets. I hope y'all caught that broadcast. All right, I was with the Last Poets. We had dinner. Of course, Paradise Gray from the X-Clan. I was with some beautiful people that night, man. My man Doomany showed up and showed out. Akil played some music for us. Some cats did some poetry. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was definitely on point. Alright? Definitely on point. This is Professor Griff, and we're right here to discuss Martin Luther King's niece defends Donald Trump, which I really truly don't understand, and maybe y'all gotta help me out with that. So it looks like, alright, I'm actually gonna be in Kansas City, Missouri in October. It looks like I'm going to be in Durham, South Carolina. It looks like I'm going to be, me and Soleil are going to be in Dallas, Texas. So if you're in any of those places, can y'all please hit me up so I can send y'all out the information? Durham, I don't have the flyers yet. Durham in September. Raleigh, Durham. Dallas, Texas in October. And what else did I say? A couple other places coming up. Alright, I want to talk about the dude in Galveston, Texas, getting handcuffed and walked down the street on a leash like he's some damn animal. Alright, I want to talk about that first. Alright, Sabir Bay, what's good with you, good brother? Alright, yeah, I was in Pittsburgh. I'm going back to Pittsburgh to do some recordings. Alright. So I'm gonna make some things happen. So first, let me play a couple of clips, and let me wrap my brain around this whole idea of the brother getting walked down the street, man, by what's the name, man? I'm just curious as to what's happening here.
You and Simone have the perfect match. So is Mr. Grove gay?
I'm just curious. I ain't trying to play nobody's commercial on the show. I'm just curious about what happened in Texas. I'm sure y'all have heard about this story. All right, let's go. Hold on for a second. Oh, you're killing me, man.
Galveston, Texas, are apologizing after photos depicting a controversial arrest technique ignited outrage in the community. Check out these images that show horse-mounted police officers, who are both white, leading a handcuffed black man down the street using what appears to be a rope. Many on social media called the scene, quote, disgusting and degrading. In a statement yesterday, the Galveston Police Department said this trained technique is considered a best practice in certain scenarios. But the police chief said the officers showed poor judgment in this instance. He said the department has changed its policy to prevent the use of this method. They also apologized for causing the man, quote, unnecessary embarrassment.
Yes.
I wonder if the man could sue them. I'm sure y'all saw this story already. Right? I'm kind of late because weekends, I'm kind of tied up and I'm seeing stuff. I want to speak on it from the rip, but if y'all know anything about my flat platform, I don't jump at the first thing. I got to get the backstory. I gotta get some more information before I start running my mouth. Mao Zedong said, no investigation, no right to speak. All right, no investigation, no right to speak. All right, no investigation, no right to speak. I gotta investigate it. I don't have some investigative team out there. Johnny Taylor sends me stuff all the time. There's a couple of other people on the Sirius Mindz platform that send me information to my phone. If y'all would like to do that, my phone number is 678-557-2919. If it's a story that y'all need for me or want for me to talk about here with the Sirius Mindz family, then let's talk about it. But I got to know about the story. Right now, I'm in the process of putting 2 albums together. So, yeah, I'm in creative mode. So, yeah. People are working overtime. Shane working overtime. I normally get stories from Soleil. She's working overtime finishing her album. Cat Boogie from the BX working overtime. Quan S. Alex working 3 jobs like she a Jamaican. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, we just got a lot happening, all right?
I don't understand.
Humiliation might be a better word, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's a best practice, but now they're saying they're getting rid of it.
Right.
So.
Okay, if they said it's the best practice, who they been practicing on? Because I ain't never seen no white boy being led down the street, all right, with 2 white officers on horseback being led on a rope and a dog leash, all right? If you roll your mind back and study the annals of history, you'll see that that's the same practice they used to use when they went out and catch runaway slaves. Go back and see it for yourself, man. Go back and listen to the slave narratives on how some of them got caught. They used to send dogs out, all right, to catch them. Then once the dogs pent them down, biting half their leg off, they would come throw a chain and a rope around their neck and walk them back, all right, dragging them in most cases. All right? You're right. In most cases, they don't treat their dogs like that. All right? But I want to know what y'all think about this particular story. So, handcuffed black man is led by rope down the street by cops on horseback. All right? And according to this article...
What cases, and you cannot wait for a patrol car to get there? Well, the image...
Good point. Good point. Detain him, handcuff him, read him his rights, pat him down, call in a squad car. Look, we need a unit down at yada yada yada, whoop de whoop, whatever, whatever, whatever. Put him in a squad car, take him down. Plain and simple. But why you have to do this to a black man? This in your DNA. It's in your DNA, man.
Of that. Yeah, I just think historically that's
It's
ridiculous.
such bad judgment.
And the thing about it is when you watch programs like this, you watch the language of black people, and it's like the black people giving the story, and you look like, man, I know that got to be bothering you. You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. Galveston, Texas. Galveston Police Department is apologizing for the way its officers arrested a black man over the weekend. CBS Houston affiliate HKHOU-TV reported the department said 2 officers arrested a 43-year-old black man for criminal trespassing in downtown Galveston. Trespassing. I saw a clip in my travels of a white man in a public park took his pants down and took a dump in a public park. That's not trespassing, though. Come on, white people. Stop it. The man was handcuffed and rope, and the rope was clipped to the handcuffs before he was led walking down the street by officers on horseback. Police say he was being taken to a mounted patrol unit staging area. Liars. Blood clot liars. Alright, a photo of the arrest was taken and shared on social media. It shows the man with his hands behind his back walking between 2 horses, and the officers with one of the officers holding a blue rope. While this technique is using mounted horse to transport a person during an arrest, is considered the best practice in certain scenarios. What scenarios are that? What scenarios are that? One more time. What scenarios are that? Such as during crowd control. The practice was not used correctly in this instance, the department said. You think these white officers knew that it was going to cause some racial tension? Racial tension that's already being exacerbated in America due to a president that don't give a damn about no one but himself? The officers involved were apparently familiar with the man and had been told that he's been warned against trespassing at the location several times. That's still no reason to do what you did to him. Treat him like you would treat a white person who often trespasses on property. All right? They didn't wait for the police car, so the officers walked this man with their rope to his neck. Yeah. Galveston Police Chief Vernon L. Hale III said that a statement Monday that first and foremost, I must apologize to the man arrested for his unnecessary embarrassment. Although this is a trained technique, they keep saying trained technique. Can somebody please go on social media, wherever you got to go, and find me a picture of a white boy being treated like this? And maybe it may calm my nerves. I believe our officers showed poor judgment in this instance and could have waited for a transport unit at the location up for the arrest. We understand the negative perception of this action and believe it is appropriate to cease the use of this particular technique. There was no word on whether any disciplinary action is being taken against the officers. No, there's not going to be any disciplinary action because they're following the rules. A rule, what's up, Wendy Boggs? A rule that the department set in motion. These officers didn't do this on their own. All right? When I looked at the picture, I saw utter disrespect for another human being. The first thing that came to my mind was this is 2019, not 1819. Whoa. Houston NAACP President James Douglas told CBS News Evening News. Douglas said that the image is disturbing because it harkens back to the dark days of the antebellum South when black people were forced to walk alongside of mounted slave owners. During the civil rights movement, mounted patrol units often invoked fear among peaceful protesters. All right? If this individual had been white, this never would have happened, Douglas said. What do y'all think about that? What are your thoughts? I was speechless. I'm like, but what are your thoughts? Dylan Roof got Burger King while this brother got walked down the street with a rope tied to him. This brother got the slave treatment while Dylan Roof went to Burger King. Wow. Wow. So they thought bird shit was cocaine on the hood of the guy's car. Yeah. I don't even know. Yeah, help me out, y'all. Help me out. I'd have a lawyer right now, and I'd say these officers and the police department infringed on my civil rights. You understand what I'm saying? They denied me of civil rights. Because you're not walking white men down the street like this. Now, I'm linking these, not linking, but I'm doing these two stories back to back with Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. And this story, because how in one breath we're going to talk about the man, the way he's been treated, and then in another breath sit back and watch, what is her name, Elvita King, run her mouth the way she's just supporting Donald Trump. Now, I know we got some Trump supporters that's watching this right now. We here on Sirius Mindz, we take these things serious and we approach them in a serious way. So if you are a Donald Trump supporter, we're going to need you to step it up. Yeah, you need to step your game up. All right? And start beating back some of this nonsense that's exacerbating the tensions, the racial tensions in America. All right? For real. I haven't finished doing the research on my man Epstein. It's not Epstein. It's Epstein, right? Oh my God. I just want to say, y'all know Epstein is tied to Donald Trump, right? Can you help me out? Huh? Yeah, and Clinton, and some other people. Once that list goes out, yeah. How bad does it gotta get in order for our people to stand up and start doing something? Now I know I'm not bugging. I know I brought some water in here. I might have left. No, that's not. I might have left it downstairs. Anyway, what is it gonna take? My cousin just gave me some new information on Epstein. I'll send it to you. All right. Send it to me, man. siriusmindzinfo@gmail.com, or just email it to me. Or text it, rather. 678-557-2919. There's a couple of cats that sent me some stuff. I'm like, God, he was tied in like that. All them cats used to go to his spot on the private island, man, and take off little young girls.
He owned the island where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Not too, right next to the island.
Right.
He used to own one of those.
So Bilal said grown-ass police sucker punching teenage girls. A devil in Walmart was upset because a black and brown baby was crying. Slapped the baby while the parent had the child. Who? Oh, no. I'll just be in jail. I'm sorry. My wife's holding my baby, and you, because the baby is yelling, you smack my wife and the baby? Oh, nah. Y'all might as well just take out the handcuffs, the stun gun, whatever y'all gonna do. That's not happening on my watch. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy being walked down the street, you see, this is the kind of environment that dude that y'all voted for, 46 minus 1, keep in mind that he is not the president-elect. I'm going to say that 2 more times. He is not the president-elect. I'm going to say that 1 more time. He is not the president-elect. He wasn't elected to the office. He was selected. All right? Selected. So I'm reading down here, Cat Boogie from the BX, Epstein's family plans to sue. Rich getting richer. Rich getting richer, man. The rich getting richer. Yeah, I collaborate with Brother Rich when Brother Rich got time. Brother Rich he's a dad now. We're calling him Father Rich. So I ain't really, I'm gonna call Brother Rich tonight though. Alright? Yeah. Red Pill went ham last night on Jeffrey Epstein. Alright, well, where did he go ham at? Send me the link. I'd like to check it out. I'm still putting the pieces together on Epstein. Yo, man, it's hotter than a broke dick dog in here, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take this daggone. Yeah. Somebody said, dang, you had the whole half of the damn Long John thermal joint on, man. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miss Boggs. All right, so who knows the brother's name that got arrested in Galveston, Texas? We just can't let it be an unknown soldier being walked down the street. So when we go back and our children's children see this broadcast, we got to know something. What was brother man's name? Can somebody tell me? Don't say Tay-Tay or Twan or Peanut or Pumpkin. No, don't do that. Oh, damn, this is bold. I'm scrolling through the headline. It says Rand Paul offers to help pay to fly Ilhan Omar back to Somalia. Wow. White folks, y'all gonna get enough for telling people where to go back to, man. What if black people and Native Americans said, look, we need y'all to go back? Wow.
Donald Neely.
Huh?
His name is Donald.
Don O'Neely?
No, Donald Neely.
Oh, Donald Neely. Donald Neely. We need to contact Donald Neely. Alright? See why he was trespassing in the first daggone place. But anyway, in other news, Martin Luther King's niece defends Donald Trump against racism accusations. Wow, she says all that news is absolutely fake about Donald Trump. Alveda King, the niece of the iconic civil rights activist Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., told Fox News on Tuesday that claims by Democrats, pundits, and activists that President Trump is a racist are inaccurate. What rock did this chick crawl out from under? During a Tuesday morning segment of Fox and Friends, King appeared for an interview with the morning show's co-host Steve Ducey. What last name is that? D-O-O-C-Y. Can you help me out? D-O-O-C-Y. What origin is that? To discuss a meeting she had and other African American pastors had with Trump at the White House. That was some time ago. I remember that. But let's just hear what she had to say, and then we're going to pull up some other things that she had to say about Donald Trump. Because for some strange reason, she is like supporting Trump, like, you know, the wazoo.
We are trying to make sure that we're making America great, and the best way to do that is to stop.
Now, hold on. Now, this is Dr. Alveda King, Representative Maxine Waters is one of the is on the wrong frequency. Now, let's hear what this
way to do that
let's
is
piece
to
it
stop
together.
talking about discrimination and start talking about the nation.
Don't you dare talk to me like that.
Well,
no,
you?
I do not yield not 1 second
Only what I
to you.
expected. To say that somehow what we do is we prey on non-white people is incredibly divisive. It's
To say that, now this is the white man talking. To prey on white people is on non-white people is divisive. What do you think the president does every goddamn time he opens his mouth? He says something about shit all countries and black people and other people. Yeah, okay.
It's not who we are as a country.
That's not who we are as a country, but that's who you are as a goddamn white man in a country that you stole from the Native Americans and black people. That's who you are. That's exactly who you are.
Not who we are as a country.
Stop the blood clot lying.
On non-white people isn't.
One more time.
To say that somehow what we do is we prey on non-white people is incredibly divisive. It's not who we are as a country. And if we continue down this path, this cancer that's working its way through our society and breaking us down as a people, it is absolutely, you can't talk that way. And if words matter, and they truly do matter, what are we doing to our...
Representative Mike Kelly, Republican from Pennsylvania. All right. A cancer is working through the society. Well, the cancer been working through the society. We tried to speak to that cancer and get white people to do better. But for some strange reason, white people are not getting better. Because they selected, not white people, the thank you. The Electoral College put 46 minus 1 in the White House. Not the people. There's a whole bunch of white people that speaks against Donald Trump and the madness that he spews at other people.
Ourselves, and what are we doing to our country?
And back and forth it went. Congressman Mike Kelly and Representative Maxine Waters, and in a heated exchange on the House floor, and all over perceived racism when it came to auto lending. The niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Alveda King, here to respond to all of that. Alveda, you've seen these type of arguments. And
now here we have Dr. Martin Luther King's niece, Alveda King, at the Maxine Waters, bravely stands up, all right, to defend black people in the halls of Congress, in the White House, outside of the White House, in the goddamn outhouse, in a couple other these houses, all right. This niggeress comes on and listen to what she has to say.
Sue on both sides in the past, dating back to your father's time and your uncle's time, and it continues. But the racial term, the fact that someone could be...
Peace, sure. The class is being held tomorrow. The emergency survival class is being held tomorrow. I think I might have to push it back because I'm looking for 10 more people to sign up. But I'll let you know something, sure. I got you. Hold on. Let's finish this. Here we go.
Questioning legislation, not on a racial ground, but on a merit ground. I think that was Congressman Kelly's point of view. Congressman Waters not hearing anything of it. What did you make of it?
Neil, thanks for this opportunity. It's such a key point right now at this time in history. Congressman Waters is on the wrong frequency, the skin color thing, trying to equate a person's skin color to their race, so to speak. And Congressman Kelly is
What did she just say? Trying to equate someone's skin color to their race. Have they demonized all black people? I'm trying to figure you out, Miss Alveda King.
Actually right when he's saying, look, the nation needs help. The nation is in trouble. Here you are playing the race card.
You don't have to play the race card in America. America's racist. I mean, help me out, y'all. Let me let her speak for herself. Let me stop interrupting her.
Again, and you know, my uncle Martin Luther King Jr., since you...
I had to stop it. If she say my uncle, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., one more goddamn time. We know Dr. King is your uncle. But you ain't nothing like your uncle.
Mentioned him, Neil. He said we must learn to live together as brothers and all that as sisters, or perish together as fools. Well, the only way we're going to do that is to get past that skin color argument. You know.
Can y'all help me out, please? And I'm not race baiting. I'm not. Let's get past the skin color argument. How do you get past the skin color argument? Can y'all help me out? Help me out, y'all. How do you get past the skin color argument? What's the first step you do to get past the skin color argument? I'm waiting for an answer. Thank you. Planet 12 Law. She make no sense, but I'm asking the question. I'm just facilitating the conversation. So I'm like, when you coming back to Houston? I'm trying to make it back to Houston as soon as I can get there. I need an invitation, bro. Let's listen to Alveda King.
You know, our blood is red. We're made of one blood. Of one blood, God made all.
Blood is blue, first of all. When it hits the air, it turns red. That's number one.
That's basic science class.
That's basic science. That's basic biology. That's basic a whole bunch of things. But I'm saying, no. We don't all have the same blood. No. No. Be careful with the language of racism, white supremacy, because they use code words. You need to stop, Miss Alveda King.
All people to live together on the face of the earth. And instead of calling us to get
whoa. Did not Dr. Martin Luther, what did Dr. Martin Luther King say? Help me out, y'all. We're not going to sing We Shall Overcome just yet. We ain't going to sing Kumbaya just yet. I'm just asking y'all a question. What was Dr. Martin Luther King's life about? It wasn't about bringing people together. Did he not say he feared that he was integrating his people into a burning house? Did he not say that? So what you talking about, lady?
67.
He said this in the goddamn 60s. He feared that he's integrating his people into a burning house. The same people that he was trying to unite with and integrate with so that we all can live in peace, shot him in the goddamn face and shot him in the goddamn neck. Help me out, Miss Alveda King. Help me out, Sirius Mindz family. Talk to me.
His brothers and sisters, Congressman Waters is honestly playing the race card again. Low frequency, ma'am, low frequency. Skin color does not the person make. It's just part of the human composition. She knows that. And so in order for us to come to...
I'm trying to let it play, but it's just... Okay, let me understand something. So, skin color has nothing to do with it. Okay, hold on. Name me one incident where black people got together, tracked down, went to a white person's house, dragged them out of the bed, beat them to death, all right? Tied them to a rock, threw them in the river. Name me one incident where black people got together, kidnapped white people, cut their penis off, cut their tongue out, lynched them, and then burned the body. The people that do that have a certain skin color, Miss Alveda King. And until you get it right in your head, yeah.
Together, and we can't be colorblind either because we're created in living color.
But we see, other people talk about, well, I don't see color. Yes, the fuck we do see color. We do see color. We do see color. Everywhere I go and travel in America, when I see white people, I'm on guard. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on guard because I know the history of what they've done to black people. All right? Now, I'm not going to say when I go to the hood, I don't be on guard. I'm on guard like a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Because I got to figure out how I'm maneuver. Let me hear what she got to say.
Color does not make our race. We are one human race. Congressman Waters knows that, but here she is with the race card. Now, I have had some people of various skin hues say to me when I was in Washington, D.C., they'd walk up to me and say, this administration's doing a good job. I can get a mortgage now.
Did this heifer really say this? Drea, what's good with you? Did this chick... let me refrain from calling people names. Did she just say this?
I wasn't expecting that.
So people walk up to her, black people, and say they can get a mortgage now. And what about the rest of the 60, 70 million of us? What about Sandra Bland? Can her family get a mortgage? What about Mike Brown's family? No. Tamir Rice? No. No, we're all one family. We're all one blood. We're the human family. Right, okay. All right, I got you.
My mother can move in with me. More people are really working across the board, regardless of skin color. The job market is up. The unemployment rate is down. And
you're using it as a criteria to beat back racism. Wow.
Congressman Waters probably screaming and hollering about the welfare issue too, but now Americans are getting opportunities to go back to work, to still get assistance, but to participate in the community without having to commit crimes and do that kind of thing, without dropping out of school so much. She knows this, so she's playing the race card. She does it well, you have to admit that, but
well,
she's
she
playing
is
the
also
race
claiming,
card.
Alveda, and it's always in the eye of the beholder, that, and some of her critics have said she's playing a decades-old, game here where minorities were disproportionately targeted for higher-paying loans, and their credit records were pursued as such.
But that's
more
changing
aggressive.
the redlining. My daddy and my uncle broke up the redlining thing in the 1960s.
Yeah, shut the hell up. I can't. Yeah. I'm supposed to be a host. I'm supposed to be facilitating the conversation, but it's hard for me to take some of this. Peace, Queen. What's good with you? Real exposure. Peace. What's good with you, sis? Peace, Queen. Where we at? Why is she always on Fox? Can I ask that question? Can I ask that question? I'm facilitating the conversation. Why is she always on Fox? Let me see.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Thank you.
Dr. Ben, Uncle Bendover Carson introduced her. So Dr. Uncle Bendover Carson introduced her, and here she go. Now this is a rally in Phoenix for Trump.
Will you please pray with me?
Oh, I can't even do that. No, stop. No, I'm not playing that one. No. No. I'm not against prayer, but no, we're not doing that. Hold on for a second, y'all. I gotta find something else.
You know who she remind me of?
Hold on. Who?
Them two.
Yeah, them two idiots. I'm trying to find something more up to date, because she said something recently that's just Okay, hold on. Did you hear what Joe Biden said the other day? About the poor people is just as educated as whites? Hold on for a second. We're going to get back to Miss King. Hold on for a second. Y'all got to hear Joe Biden, man. When I heard that, I'm like, this dude. All right, hold on. Hold on. Joe Biden on poor people. Hold on poor people comment. Wow. These people can't even control their racist tongues, man. Okay. Joe Biden.
Can't see?
Hold on. Joe Biden. We're going to go to Joe Biden. Let's go to Joe.
Best and most convenient way.
I want to move on to Iowa, if I can, because Joe Biden gave what was considered a blistering speech about President Trump. It was a
right, now this is Joe Biden. I said to switch gears because I can't take old girl. Yeah.
That some said was one of the strongest of his campaign to date. He's been out there on the stump doing retail politics. It is a version of Joe Biden that some people think is one of the better versions of him, but he's also the version of Joe Biden that says things that are controversial inadvertently, to be sure. And Tolu, I want to play you something he said when he was speaking to a group of what we understand was Hispanic and Asian voters in Iowa yesterday. So let's listen to this.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Hold on. I know we don't have the same mindset. I understand that. But if I'm around the house cleaning up, making the bed, doing whatever, and I hear that on the news, y'all don't ever stop, just like, huh? Let me, hold on. Let me back that thing up. No, not literally, figuratively speaking. No. Okay, yeah. But anyway.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
You need for me to play that one more time. This is Joe Biden. All right. Old ass, fraternal order ass, in Epstein's back pocket ass, perverted ass Joe Biden.
Is that on the screen?
Huh? What?
What you just said.
No, it's not on the screen. I'm not reading it. I'm just saying that. Okay, yeah. No.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Let's back up a little bit more. Here we go.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids.
And they start applauding. Who the hell is in that audience? Can you imagine now, after the ICE raids over the last month, can you imagine the Mexican people sitting back saying, well, why did I vote for this dude and they're doing this to my family? I know they have to feel shame. One more time, Mr. Biden.
You're just as bright and just as talented as white.
One more time.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it.
Poor kids are just as talented, Tolu, as white kids. The distinction there is there are poor whites, and how do you?
That was my question. Are there poor whites? Can y'all rock with me for a minute? Let's work this out together, man. Are there poor white kids? Are there poor white kids? There are. So poor kids are just as talented as white kids? There's a delineation there. There's a distinction there. He sectioned out the poor kids, which are black and everyone else, I guess, and white kids. They're just as talented. Let's see what the brother had to say.
I think that plays there. A gaffe, something more than that, a window to his soul. What do you see?
It's definitely a gaffe, and Joe Biden has a long record of making gaffes, so I don't think this one will stand out on that long record, but it does add to the question of whether or not Joe Biden is attuned to the moment, whether or not his moment has passed, and whether or not he knows how to speak to the Democratic base in 2019 and 2020, which is a much more modern, much more woke, if you will, base, where words like that and statements like that are sort of seen as relics of the past and not sensitive enough to the diversity of the country. And he may face some of those questions from specifically younger members of the Democratic base, more diverse members of the base. And even though he's leading in the polls, his lead has been very fragile, in part because there's some agitation among those members about whether or not he's ready not only to take on Trump, which is a whole other question, but whether or not he's ready to speak to the issues that face the country in a way that relates to the modern times and not necessarily to his history in the Senate in the 70s and 80s.
Bruh, stop trying to sound so goddamn intelligent and get to the goddamn point. There are more poor white kids in this country than there are black. Would y'all agree? We can do the stats. We can call up a few people, Quan, and a few other people can pull the stats up. There's more white people on welfare than there are black people. All right? Opio, what's good with you, good brother? All right. Here we go.
80s and 90s.
And again, to make poor synonymous with minority is something that's in
Thank you, sir. You're making poor synonymous with black. You're making poor synonymous with brown. You're making poor synonymous with Native American and all the other people. Because poor kids are just as smart or intelligent or whatever or gifted as whites.
difficult territory.
Yes, it absolutely is. But he was also asked specifically about calling the president a white supremacist. And we've seen other candidates come out. Most recently, Elizabeth Warren, in that New York Times interview, she said yes, when talking about where they stand on who and what the president is and what he stands for. Josh, he was not willing to go that far. In fact, making the point that he's not going to essentially give the soundbite to be used again. And I think we have that now. Let's play that.
Why are you so hooked on that? You just want me to say the words so I sound like everybody else. He is encouraging white supremacists. You can determine what that means. I know everybody wants somebody to call somebody a liar. When you say, I don't call people liars, I say they don't tell the truth, okay? You want to hear me say liars, you can put down and say, Biden calls someone a liar. That's not who I am. You got the wrong guy.
As a response, I mean, you can go a couple different ways to this, but as a response, how smart is it of Biden in this case?
Wait a minute. Right now, if any of y'all go on YouTube and you look up this story and you see what the black people have to say about Joe Biden, there's this Negro, I'm not going to call his name because I don't do that. We don't do that here on this platform. But the Negro said, I don't believe Joe Biden is a racist. Well, when he said that, I picked up my phone and I looked up what a racist is. And when it gave the definition of what a racist is, I turned the next page and there was Joe Biden.
To say, I'm not going to give you that, because clearly he doesn't want it to come back and haunt him, whether it be in a campaign ad from the Trump campaign or elsewhere.
Well, I mean, he did say that Trump enables white supremacists and encourages them. So I don't really see the distinction between saying he encourages them and saying that he is one. Biden evidently does. It seems sort of silly to me. The facts are the facts. A lot of the other candidates have come out and said, he is a white supremacist. I think Elizabeth Warren tweeted it last night or this morning. So, I don't know what he gains other than the fact that Biden sees himself as being a notch to the right of the left, woke, as Tolu called them, candidates, and wants to stay positioned in the center as a moderate. I mean, whether positioning yourself like this on the issue of white supremacy is appropriate or politically helpful, I don't know, but it seemed like a strange distinction for Biden to make.
And again, that combined with the white versus poor, and Susan, he also keeps on referring to Theresa May as Margaret Thatcher, caught himself in the process of it yesterday. Again, part of what is seen as a successful...
All right. Ms. Candace, you're absolutely correct. Joe Biden and all of them serve the same purpose, and that's to mislead and confuse and take away from the matters that really matter to the people. All right? This is part of the game. I listened to it, I kind of process it. I said, okay, I got to keep in mind, I got to step back away from it and look back at it. Said, this is part of the game. The alphabet boys are part of the game. CNN, MSNBC, and the rest of them, excuse me, that's all part of the game, man. All part of the game. All right? So we have to understand that. From Dr. King's, listen, racism, white supremacy has to recruit black people in order to convince the masses of black people that it's all right, it's cool. So they have to prop up and put up black faces in order for us, prominent ones, to lull us back to sleep, to remind us that, look, things have changed. We're not the same white people that we used to be. Not like our parents. We're not like them. We're different. We shoot you down, but give you a reason why we're doing it. We'll kill you and give you a reason why we're killing you. And you're right, Hassan Burden. They are on code. They are on code. CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of them, they on code. Now the question is, which I think Quan and Alice Little are going to answer tomorrow in the Sister Cipher. Are you on code? Are you on code? What is the code that we're supposed to be living by? Are you on code? No, I think at the end of the day, Biden is going to bow out gracefully. I don't see anybody that's on the other side or the black side of things or on the right side of things that's going to check dude, though. Nah. Y'all better watch it and begin to play this mental, intellectual chess game that we playing here, because these people are going to try to get Trump in so they can carry out their agenda. You see how they moving the pieces of the chess game around. Jeffrey Epstein was one of the pieces. He was one of the pieces. They couldn't arrest R. Kelly without going after Epstein or one of these other characters. They're trying to balance it out. They're trying to let you know that we're impartial and we're fair. No, stop that, man. No, the Cory Bookers and the rest of them, they're not going to offer no real challenge to these people, man. Because they're trying to be in with these people. These people ain't letting y'all in on the secret codes and the secret meetings and the handshakes and the rest of that stuff. Stop that, man. Stop that. And this is real. All right. We need a code that we should be bound by. And we need to uphold the code. For you to get on Instagram and you talking about your sexual desires and your desires, your urges for food and money and all this kind of stuff, whatever, and talk about how good white people treat you, shame on you. Shame on you. They're going to always treat you right. Their time has been up. Need to know said the compensatory code. Alright? Are you familiar with the compensatory code? Well, we need to be. We need to be familiar with the compensatory code. It's Dr. Neely Fuller, Jr. The black code is key. You're absolutely correct, Quan. Alright? So part 2, Quan, you got to dive into Neely Fuller's book, The Compensatory Code. Alright? Quan, did y'all cover that? Or you want to hold off on that for Thursday? Alright? Because we're about to get off this one. Epstein, I got to deal with Epstein on Friday. I need time. I got to process some stuff. Anyway, I love y'all to life. It's Professor Griff. I got to sign out of this one. It's Professor Griff for Sirius Mindz, for Sirius Mindz. Listen, we need 11 people by the time I lay my head on the pillow tonight. Alright? To sign up for the class. www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. Alright? The emergency preparedness class. Alright? The emergency preparedness class. Alright? If you would like to support the Sirius Mindz platform, you can donate on Cash App, $ Professor Griff, on the Super Chat right here on YouTube, or go to paypal.me/Professor Griff Corporation, or just Corp. Alright? This is Professor Griff. I love y'all to life. Thanks for spending the time with me. I will see y'all on mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2, y'all. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. Submit your music. Alright, go to www.miccheck1212. Alright? Okay. Peace. Take it away, Mr. Shane. Thug Life. Willie Whisper Shakur.
Greetings, this is Professor Griff. Tune in every weeknight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz RNTV. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Sirius Mindz for Sirius Mindz, seriously. Peace.
and pales dyes you're seeking. But what you thinking is veiled, blind, and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty skin deep, you're a shallow pond. Then there's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in, many jewels there. Your only interest is surface shit and fool's fare. You're a goddess, take your rightful place. Tear the veil and stare a bitch right in the face. Divine feminine, can't be suppressed. Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queens rule here, we the Debbie tribe. Take a hit of this tantra and feel the Kali vibe. Peel away the cloak, scrape away the scales, and see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen veils. Trying to be, cause the yachtman is blanketed like a canopy. Antithetical, saying that you real when your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause. And let it transmute, metamorphosize. See the truth of awakening right before your eyes. If the perception, the real magic. For you to miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So get to tearing the veil as if it was fabric, and find yourself on the path, walking the labyrinth. Something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Don't give it passion before the right call. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have.